Hernán Cortés was a Spanish conqueror, best remembered for conquering the Aztec Empire in 1521 and claiming Mexico for Spain. He also helped colonize Cuba and become the governor of the New Spain. Cortés was born in 1485 in Spain, and at the age of 14, Cortés was sent to study law at the University of Salamanca, but he was restless and unhappy. He became fascinated with the tales of Christopher Columbus' New World explorations. Now, Cortés was eager to be part of a dynamic movement, and he felt that as an individual explorer, gaining public fame could potentially make him very rich. Now, at the age of 19, Cortés set sail for the Dominican Republic, and in 1511, he joined Diego Velázquez's expedition to conquer Cuba and made a reputation for himself of being courageous and a daring person. Despite his success, Cortés was hungry for more power and greater thrills. He convinced the Spanish governor of Cuba, that is Diego Velázquez, to let him lead an expedition to Mexico. And in 1519, inspired by rumors of gold and the existence of large, sophisticated cities in the Mexican interiors, Hernán Cortés was appointed to head the expedition to Mexico. At that time, the great empire of Mexico was known as the Aztecs. Now, shortly before Cortés set sail, Velázquez, who was now suspicious of his motives, cancelled his voyage at the last minute. Ignoring his orders, Cortés still set sail with 11 ships, 500 soldiers, 100 sailors, and 16 horses and landed on the shores of Yucatan. Now, despite the large army under his command, he was vastly outnumbered by a very huge and powerful empire that had been around for 600 years. Now, some of his men were unconvinced of his success, and being loyal to Cuba, they tried to seize some ships to escape back. Now, Cortés wanted to make sure that the remainder of his men were completely committed to his mission and his quest for riches, so he did something that seemed completely insane to his people. Cortés gave orders to burn his own ships. Now, the path forward was very clear for Cortés. All or nothing, 100% commitment. The option of failure was gone. Conquer as heroes or die. Now, the ships were sunk. By doing this, the level of commitment of the men was raised to an extreme level, much higher than anyone could have imagined. Incredibly, they succeeded in this unlikely feat. Now, in 600 years, no one else had been able to conquer the Aztecs and plunder their riches. They were able to do it simply because there was no choice, no fallback plan. The ships were gone, and the only alternative was death. The burn the boat strategy, that is making failure to achieve a desired outcome more painful, is an effective way to ensure victory because it eliminates all important obstacles to accomplish your goals. Now, when you burn the boats, you are also igniting a burning desire to succeed. You have no choice. You win or you perish. Knowing you have an escape plan will prevent you from giving every ounce of effort needed for victory. Friends, retreat is easy when you let yourself have the option. When failure is an option, there is lack of commitment. Every person who wins in an undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Only by doing so can he be sure of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win, which is essential to success. Now, there are a number of reasons why this concept can be very powerful. Now, burning the boats means that you either sink or swim. It also helps you to bring out all of your skills and determination to accomplish something. Now, great athletes, writers, and adventurers have it in them to burn their boats. They have cut off all their escape routes. They don't return to their past. Ernie Larson is credited with saying, "Nothing changes if nothing changes. And if I keep doing what I've always done, I'll keep getting what I've always got and will keep feeling what I always felt." Whether we face a true crossroads or simply want to achieve great things in our careers, personal lives, or both, it is imperative that we approach our decisions with a level of commitment that will drive us definitely forward. And if you lead others, you need to find a way to gain their commitment as well, to ensure that you work together towards your common goal of success. Safety nets and escape routes can protect us from pain and injury, but they also tend to reduce the effort, focus, and commitment that we invest into a process. Once you have completed your discernment process, you have to be willing to burn your boats behind you and trust your inner voice to pursue your dreams and never ever look back. The perfect, easy situation is never going to come. The path to your dream body, relationship, and life will not come without a struggle. But don't be afraid of the struggle. It makes you a stronger person, provides insight and knowledge, and allows you to appreciate your successes that much more. Unfortunately, much of the time, we would rather give up when we encounter the struggle and tell ourselves it just wasn't meant to be, or maybe I'm just not cut out for this. This is just a story we tell ourselves to feel better about giving up, and most people give up way too early or too easily. The truth is that everything we want is probably within our grasp if we just keep working at it, if we just don't give up and we burn our boats. So, let us strike a match to the anchors of our past and introduce ourselves to the victories of our future.